All right, I'm here to show you my first meal for Monday, which is so good. I have some broth over here that I made with some beef bones, and then I have some meat that was actually on the bones, as well as marrow mixed in from the beef bones. And I also have eggs and some shrimp, and I just seasoned it with salt, and I added some of the fat from the beef broth that kind of rose to the top. So let me show you my little situation over here. So right here I have the broth that I made with these bones, and the marrow that's now in my soup is actually from the bones right here. And I went ahead after this cooled overnight in the refrigerator. You could still kind of see some of the fat right here. I skimmed some of the fat off, or most of it off, and I'm just gonna keep that to the side because I can always use it. So I just wanted to show you, this is so simple, but I feel like I was able to get multiple uses of just these bones right here. I also want to show you over here, because it's something that I don't really comment on in my video, but I think it's worth making this point, is that here is what I have on camera in terms of what I'm going to eat. However, after I eat this, if I'm still hungry, I still have some more over here and I go ahead and eat it. But if I am full, I just put that away for later. And sometimes my kids, when they come home, they'll eat it, or like I said, I'll just eat it for the next meal. But the point is just eating until I'm satisfied and not forcing myself to under or overeat. All right, here is my second meal for Monday. I have some lamb and my leftover soup from earlier. I couldn't finish it all, so here it is. All right, here's my first meal for Tuesday. I have some oxtail, which you can click on the link above to see how I make this in the Instant Pot. Super easy and really delicious. And then I have some broth over here with some random piece of meat flowing around in there. So didn't add anything else to the broth today. Just broth and salt. And this is what I'm having. Delicious. Here's my first meal for Wednesday. Nothing fancy, just some hard-boiled eggs served with the leftover oxtail. Here is my second meal for Wednesday, and I said this when I first started my what I eat on the carnivore diet videos, and I don't often repeat it, but I probably should. I do sprinkle additional fat on my meats. So here it is. I'm having lamb with some fat on there as well. Here is my first meal for Thursday, some lamb with rosemary, salt, and cooking fat. Here is my second meal for Thursday. Some chicken leg, a little bit of the breast, and some chicken wing, and the neck, and some chicken liver. Here's my first meal for Friday. I have 5 eggs and have some butter in there with salt, and the leftover lamb, the last of the lamb for the week, with some rosemary and salt. Here is my last meal for Friday. I have some chicken and I just season it with some cooking fat, salt, and I did a lot of rosemary this week. So as usual, hope that this was an inspiration. You be blessed.